What's up, you guys? This is This Past Weekend. This is This Past Weekend. Too many thises already. Here we go. Wow.
I'm just sitting on your front porch, wondering how could I be so far from my home.
Use Google Maps.
And my mind is somewhere else, but when I find it, I'll patch up where it's been blown.
See, this is too poetic for me.
Now I'm just floating on the breeze, and I feel I'm falling like these leaves. I must be cornerstone.
Bishop Gun.
Oh, but when I reach that ground, I'll share this peace of mind I found. I can feel it in my bones.
Dude, these guys look like they're all the same guy, by the way. They're versions of the same guy. This is Spy versus Spy if they were a band.
Set that parking brake and let myself unwind. Shine.
It's funky though, huh? And then what, just fade it out?
I'll sit and tell you.
It's funky though. It's very funky. It's very real people-ish. This is This Past Weekend, in case you motherfuckers don't know. And April Fools, bitch. April Fools, collective bitch. You understand? This is This Past Weekend. And that's Bishop Gun Shine. And they kill it, huh? They kill it. They look like the same dude 3 times in one band. Like some guy made a band. Like Jesus Christ was like, we got to make a band, but it's late. It's late in the day and I'm tired as fuck. So just use that one guy 3 times. And what are we gonna call him? Bishop Gun. That's what we're gonna call him. That's a real working man's song there. Here we are at fucking This Past Weekend. And it's Petralia here. And April Fool's on you motherfuckers. So this is what's up, man. This is the episode of This Past Weekend. Here, you got your guest host, Petralia. And I came here and let me tell you, first of all, my first impressions. Now, I've done this podcast before with Theo as a guest. But I don't think he's ever had a guest host, right? No, this is me. And I'm here. And first of all, they got way too many computers on this motherfucker right here. There's 2 desks, 2 computers. And I walk in. It's always hard to get into this place because they shoot the fighter and the kid here too. And I think they do anytime they try and capture somebody on to catch a predator, they do it here in one of the rooms. But I get here and you know, I sit down, and you know what this shit. You know when you go to your friend's house, like you hang out with your friend a lot in class, but then you go over his house and like you meet his family and shit, and like you're like, oh, there's like an overwhelming sense of smell, and you're like, that's what my fucking friend really smells like. That's what I feel right now in this podcast. This shit is how Theo smells. And it smells, and I'm going to tell you right now, you know how we roast each other. We'll roast each other all day long, you know? But this shit smells good, dude. Theo smells good as fuck. And I want you to know that. I don't give a fuck. Dude, this is how confident I am. I'll come in here as a guest host. I won't roast a dude. I'll come in and tell you, if you smell good, you smell good. This dude smells bonkers. I'm being serious. And the thing about Theo is, maybe if you look at him, like in passing, you'd be like, that guy smells probably janky as fuck. But he doesn't, dude. He doesn't smell janky as fuck. He's got a high ass like a black guy, but he doesn't smell janky as fuck. Theo's ass is in his shoulders, and that's a problem, but he smells good as fuck, though. This is how Theo wipes his ass. Like that. And that's gangster. But Theo looks like he would be in Bishop Gun. He looks like he's probably the DP of Bishop Gun. Be like, we got to get another guy that looks like you. But I think they're friends, so shout out to Bishop Gun. That song kind of rocks. That song pretty much rocks. Now, I don't listen to that kind of music, but that's like some pickup truck type kind of just cruising down the whatever freeway, 942 freeway or whatever the fuck, some interstate that I've never heard of that goes on for way too long that they built in 1901. And you're just cruising along, listening to some Bishop Gunn with your lady that's like a little too chubby, but you love the shit out of her. And the chubs are in the right areas too, dude. Like she's a little bit pear-shaped, but also on a good day when she boosts those right areas up, you're like, all right. And the sun's coming down on the 942 freeway and you're just fucking right there. You're right there with them. And you're like, sweetie, let's get in the back of the fucking thing or whatever. Let's get in the back and just kill it. There's too many belts in this room. There's too many belts in this room, and I'll tell you that much too. There's the fucking fighter and the kid belt, which Theo won twice, and then there's the fans like give him belts, dude. Fans give him belts to take home from the road. Imagine like you got to take all this shit. Dude, I get artwork and all that, and sometimes I get like cufflinks and like things for my dogs and shit, but he's got belts, dude. People just give him belts, and he's got like chunky belts. People who don't know who Theo is, they give him fucking chunky belts, and he's just walking through the airport with chunky belts. Dude, he's like wearing a chunky belt with another chunky belt over his shoulder. Oh my God. This past weekend, man, we're trying to get this is this April Fool's cross promotion type shit, man. We're trying to bring the cults together. I don't know if Theo calls his shit a cult, but my shit's a legit cult, dude. And people think that our beef is real. People just want beef to be real. Are wrestlers' beefs real? We're wrestlers. I'm not saying it's not real or not, but yeah, dude. I drove here. It's way too far, by the way. It's in basically Sacramento, this studio. But this shit is, this shit is good. I'm on the road a lot, and you pass comedians at the airport. Saw a comedian a little while ago at the airport. Saw Alonzo Bowden. Saw Steve, another comedian named Steve something. Can't remember his name. And I definitely should remember his name, but I can't remember his name. But it's okay because you don't know whose name I don't remember. But never ran into Theo. Let me. By the way, when I got here, I came with sushi and I was going to eat it during the podcast to be super respectful. Being disrespectful is respectful. Like if I come to Theo's lair, right, and we're just and I'm like, okay, I'm a guest of the podcast, but it's my podcast now. This episode is my podcast, but I'm a guest, and I bring sushi. And I eat it during the podcast, people will be like, well, that's really disrespectful. Why didn't he eat the sushi beforehand or after? I did end up eating it beforehand, but I wanted to eat it duringhand because that's the most respectful you could be. Me being comfortable in Theo's area is like accepting. It's like in like Saudi Arabia when they're like, oh, when you mention you like something to a family and they have to give it to you, We're like, oh, that's a nice pony. And they're like, it's yours. And you're like, no, I don't. How am I going to get it back to fucking Nebraska? And they were like, you have to take it, otherwise we cut your hands off. That's a real thing that they do. You'd be like, nice lamp, and they say, it's yours. And you're like, no, I don't want the lamp. They say, you take it or you die. That's what they do in Saudi Arabia. And so you can't say you like stuff in Saudi Arabia, otherwise you got to bring a lot of fucking bags. Because they'll put the stuff in. You say, wow, that's a beautiful painting. They say, open your arms. And you say, why? And they say, do it or lose your hands. And you say, okay, and you open your arms. They take the painting off of the wall and they put it in your arms. And they say, close your arms. And they say, bye. And they say, that painting is $35,000. You're welcome. And say, I don't want this. And they say, get on the pony. Get the fuck out of here. And then you got to gallop with a fucking painting off to the Saudi Arabia International Airport on a pony with a painting of like probably a pony. You're on a pony with a painting of a pony. That's like the most Saudi Arabian shit. That's the most American in Saudi Arabia shit you could do. Hey, why do you listen to either of these podcasts, by the way? All we do is bullshit. But we thank you for it. We really do. I love the fact that these comedians can come on these podcasts, start a podcast. By the way, Cheeto Santino, I have no idea what his real name is, but he started a podcast a week ago, and the guy's already charting. That's great. It proves that comedians have personality. I don't know. Half the shit I say is just, bullshit. And I know Theo too, and Cheeto Santino, and whatever his real name is, and Byron Callen, and that big beefy boy over there. But is what it is, right? You guys keep it mad cold in here too, but I got my North Face jacket on because they sent it to me, and that's very nice. So shout out to North Face, and yeah. But you keep it cold, and it's like ice hell in here. But it's okay. I wouldn't want it. It's probably a regulated thing. I bet Theo feels like he has a real job too coming here, Like I do that shit in my house. Fuck that. Dude, if I could have a comedy store in my house and somehow not have it be creepy and have it be like where people would show up to my, if people who like would want to come see my show wouldn't be creepy, but they would show up to my house and I wouldn't have to worry about them like stabbing me or like taking pictures and shit, I would do that. I want to keep, by the time I'm 65, I'm going to have a Starbucks in my house. Fuck that, I'm going to have a coffee bean in my house. Because Starbucks is just straight up awful, and you know it. But yeah. So how about the people that are like majorly pissed off too about me doing one episode of this, that are just like, I'm fucking Theo fan and not a Chris fan. Well, you can just go over to fucking Congratulations and you listen to Theo. April fucking Fools. That's some gangster shit. Oh, guess what, dude? Exposing Theo. Guess what he uses? A fucking HP computer. Bro. Nick's trying to take the rap. It's mine. Shout out. Okay, Shine. Dude, you didn't shoot. Okay, Shine. That was Diddy in the club. Do you know what I'm talking about? What's that fucking... I don't mean Shine the song by Bishop Gunn. I mean Shine the fucking... the rapper. Remember that rapper? No, you were... What are you? Fucking... You're like 31? All right, so maybe not. Shine rapper. You do, right? Rapper. He took the rap for P. Diddy, even though P. Diddy shot the fucking... Remember this shit? This song? Is this the song that they do? He uses an HP. It straight up is the last one. That's the last HP that ever came out. And Theo was like, I'll take it. And then he said to fucking Nick, right? He said, hey, if anybody ever asks, just will you please say that shit's you? This one. How's this guy not Biggie is what I want to know. Dude, the best is the guy in the back that's just... Shilly daddly biddly diddly diddly whoa. The guy didn't know They were like, we want you on the... He's like, hey, we want you on the track. He was like, what do you want me to do? I was like, just fuck around. And the guy was like, all right. It's so disrespectful. Shiddly daddly biddly diddly diddly waddly biddly diddly whoa. Oh! That's so gangster to be able to sing like that. Dude, if I could sing like that... Do you understand if I could sing like that? I wouldn't do anything but sing like that. You know musicals, how people just break out in songs and you just buy it and shit? That's what I would do in real life, and I would expect people to come back and do the fucking other parts. And they'd be like, what are you doing, asshole? And I would be like, dude, this is a musical. Say words. I guess not, though, dude. If you could sing that well, why say words? That's actually some genius shit. Shine went to jail because he fucking took the rap when Diddy popped off the Glock. When diddly 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 biddly diddly 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 popped off the Glock. And Shine said, and I heard that Diddy did it. Now I don't know because when that happened, I was 17 and there was barely the internet because I'm 38. So, but, what was I even saying, by the way, before I got to the Shine part? I have no idea. I have no fucking idea. What was I even saying? See, this is why, by the way, also, Theo, I found out another, so he has an HP and he does the podcast alone in his room. Do you know what that means? He's crazy. That's what that means. You can't, if you're in a room alone, by the way, it's what? 8 feet by 4 feet? It's a cell. It's a cell with artwork in it. It's a cell with with boots and too many belts in it. And a painting of Chris Farley. It's a cell. And he talks for an hour and 10 minutes in his cell and fucking by himself. Nobody's in the room, dude. He did like 4 episodes with Nick. And that's it. All the other episodes that don't have guests in it, gone. Gone. It's just him. Gone. It's him out to lunch in his cell talking. And just because he put cameras up, he's not crazy? Bro, I have people in my room. Do you know how many people are in the room when I'm doing congratulations? 45 to 60 people are in the room. And it's small as fuck, and we're all tucked away like sardines. But it doesn't matter, dude. Because I'm not crazy. One time I asked my dad when I was a kid, you know when you're a kid and you like don't know really what words mean and you're just like so curious about the world. I had a park like that I would walk to and just walk into that park, Yannicott Brook Park. I would just walk around in that park. And I would just kind of think about life, you know. And one time I tried to light a tree on fire and a cop came by and he was like, "Hey, this is the kind of kid I was, dude." I tried to light a tree on fire. I wasn't trying to light the tree on actual fire, okay? But I was with my buddy Matt Trevenin, and I put the fucking lighter to the branch, and I wanted to see if it would light. And there was a cop car in the park. You know how cops will just like do the fucking whoop whoop whoop, and that's it. Just to like, and you'll be, oh God, and always shit comes out. A little bit of shit comes out always. Like if you're anywhere if you're 2 blocks within fucking this shit, woo, 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 and you don't shit, you're a fucking robot. Congratulations, you have circuits. Because that is the scary, there's nothing scarier than that, dude. There's nothing scarier than a cop car within 2 blocks going, whoop, 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 woo. And then a little bit comes out and you go, well, that's just natural, right? Unless you're a robot. And then they're like, did you shit yourself? And you're like, yes, bot. Not me, I am a robot. So I tried to light this branch on fire and the cop just pulled the fucking boop, boop, boop. And I didn't even know. I was like fucking 8. And cops, I didn't even know cops could drive on parks, you know? Like I had no idea that a cop car could just drive up in a fucking park next to a lake. But of course they could. They're cops, right? So my buddy Matt Trevenin was like, oh, let's go face the music. And he starts walking towards the cops. And I walked the other way because always get away from cops. Do you know what I mean? That's me. So Matt Trevenin was like, let's face the music. And I was like, diddly waddly diddly boodly diddly whoa. I'm gone, dude. I'm gone. And then Matt goes like this. Hey, Chris, at the cop car. And I was like, yeah. The cops are just watching me. And he said, you need to come here. And I was like, what? Okay. And I walked over and I was like, hey. And the cops were like, hey, what are you doing? And I was like, oh, well, I just wanted to see if the branch would catch on fire, but I realize that's a stupid idea now. And he was like, yeah, you can't be doing that. And I was like, yeah, I know, actually. And then he drove away out of the fucking park. It's funny how cops probably think they're super badass driving in a park. Like, by the way, I've been approached a few times in a park by a cop on a fucking cop car. They probably feel real gangster when they're rolling up because they're like, we do shit. We're outlaw motherfuckers, right? But then, because they can do whatever they want. But then they always look real dumb. They always look real dumb when a car's on grass. I don't care how cool you think you are. That shit's bumpy as fuck. That's bumpy as fuck. And you know the shit. You're like knocking around and you're fat because you're a cop. Cops are so fat always, dude. In LA, the cops are jacked. But in New York and New Jersey... Hey, cop, dude. I mean, eat a fucking leaf, for Christ's sake. Eat some grains, dude. These cops eat meat, dude. You know what I'm talking about? Like, people will be like, oh, cops eat donuts. Fuck that. They eat meat. Man, my cousin was a cop. My cousin's dad was a cop. What's that make him? A cop, I think, basically. That's it. But my cousin, by the way, dude, if you don't listen to my podcast, this is what it is, dude. I just fucking never I don't even know. I was going to make a point, and then I started talking about Shine, then I started talking about cops in a park, and then I started talking about this. But my cousin was it never really comes back around. It's like it's like a movie you'd watch that at the end you'd be like, what happened to the fucking one guy? That's like my podcast. So anyway, I get to the, so I had a cousin named Jimmy, and then his dad was a cop, and his dad loved my grandma, Carmela. It's Italian. I have a grandma, Carmsy. So Italian. She would make meatballs, and they were fucking so good. But yeah, she whatever. She had a friend who was a cop. That was they were cousins, I guess. But I don't know. My cousin Jimmy. He actually died. He's dead now. But not to bring a fucking damper on the whole podcast. But he what do you call it? God, that guy wanted to be a bodybuilder so bad. We went to Vegas once. But it was really big. And one time he was like, hey, he was like, you ever do a death pool? And I was like, huh? And he was like, yeah, me and my brother, we got a death pool. And I was like, what is that? And he was like, fuck, it's actually fucked because he is dead now. So, but he was like, me and my brother, we got a death pool going. We add money every year. And then whoever dies first, the other person gets all the money. I was like, really? That's morbid as fuck. And he was like, yeah. And I was like, Jesus Christ. I was like, well, how much do you put in every year? And he said, $20. And I was like, okay. So, all right. So, and he was like 27 at this time. I was like, when did you guys start it? And he was like, 2 years ago. I said, oh, so you got... And I'll never forget this. I said, oh, so you got... And he said it with me. He said, yeah, about $40 in there right now. Bro. I'll never forget it, too. He was wearing a tank top that said Venice Lifeguard. Nothing's more New Jersey than wearing a Venice Lifeguard tank top that was like too low, so it showed his fucking titties, you know? And he was just like, you ever do a death pool? And I was like, no, because person. And he was like, yeah. And I said, oh, well, that's fucking crazy, man. I was like, well, where do you, I shit you not, this is my family. I said, well, where do you put the fucking, where do you guys keep the money, you know? And he said, he's got it. He said, we got it in a safe place. Is that his house? And I said, yeah. Well, do you know where it is? And he said, nah. And I said, well, what if he dies first? And he goes like this, oh yeah, I guess I should know where it is. And I said, yeah, otherwise you won't ever get the money. He said, yeah. He said, I said, well, and then he said, I guess we should probably give it to my mom or something. And I was like, you're going to give your mom the death pool money for her sons? And he was like, yeah. And I said, by the way, you just started this. You put like $20 in a year. When you die, or if he dies, he's going to, yeah. I said, how much are you going to get? He said, I don't know, a few $1,000s. I'm like, bro, by the way, he died when he was like 32. So his brother won fucking $140. Not a good consolation. Imagine being like fucking, what's that shit? Imagine, oh man, just imagine the scene, this shit. Imagine this shit. Oh, come on. See, this is why you need another guy, bro. But imagine this shit, just like this. and you're like, damn, I can't believe my brother died. Be like, yeah, he was a good one, huh? Yeah. And he's just like, yeah, that's fucking horrible, huh? Yeah, damn, just in his fucking Venice tank top, in his Venice lifeguard tank top, just taking up one of the fucking shoulder straps and just wiping his Italian eyeballs. Just all beefy. So sad. Sorry, Ma. And she goes, and she says, yeah, we sure loved him, didn't we? By the way, here's that $140. Holy shit. Oh, yeah, from the death pool, right? Yeah. Wow. You know, I tweeted the other day about how fucking ridiculous bagpipes are. Like, hey, dude, first of all, bagpipes are ridiculous because you should definitely figure out a different way, Scottish people, to make it look. Every time a guy does bagpipes, it looks like an octopus is attacking him, okay? At least change the look. Now, bagpipes, in any other instance but a funeral, is a fucking straight up travesty. Bagpipes are, hey, Scots, what you doing with bagpipes? But if someone dies, that shit kicks ass and you know it. You have so much respect if you fucking play bagpipes. Bill Cosby could die. Harvey Weinstein could die. They could fucking kill any bad person or just die of old age. And then all of a sudden during the funeral, you'd be like, okay, well, you know what, honestly, he wasn't so bad. Wow. Yeah, dude. Wow. Rest in peace, Jimmy Akers, man. I loved hanging out with that motherfucker, dude. Loved it. I went to Vegas with him once, and we came back. And when we came back, so I used to do jujitsu for like years, and I haven't done it anymore. You could kick my ass, but I had ringworm because you always got ringworm doing jujitsu, and there was like an outbreak in the fucking place, and then we all got it. Anyway, it was on my wrist, and I had this fucking yellow tape that I would put around my wrist so I wouldn't give it to other people when I shook their hands or, you know, whoever the fuck. I didn't want to give it to Jimmy, so I wrapped it around. But anyway, so he was driving back from Las Vegas in my car. Fuck, I miss this guy, man. And he came, and he was driving back from Vegas, and I had that yellow gauze. I looked in my, because I never, you ever go on the passenger side of your car? That shit's weird, right? That's like seeing your school teacher out somewhere besides school. You're just like, oh man, this is a thing? This is where people usually see my car at. Oh, you know? And you think it's interesting, even though you're a fucking brain dead idiot, because that's not interesting. It's just you're fucking 3 feet over. So I was there, and I was like, it's kind of cool. And we were on the 15 freeway or whatever the fuck, getting back to Los Angeles. And I opened the drawer, the driver's license, what do you call it? The fucking, what do you call that fucking glove compartment? So I opened it up, and there's that yellow gauze that I had. And I was like, oh, yeah, fuck, I remember this. I was like, I wonder if I could, I was like, I bet Jimmy won't realize if I fucking wrap that gauze all around my face. I was like, if I wrap that gauze all around my face, I wonder how long it'll take for him to notice that all that yellow gauze is wrapped around my face. So I leaned my chair back a little bit, took the gauze, and I wrapped it all around my face. I mean, I look like a mummy, dude. And the only thing that was open were the eyes, and I was chilling there. Bro, I was chilling there for about honestly, 25 minutes. And we were just listening to music. He was changing stations, and he was telling me stories, dude, about New Jersey. And he had a tank top on for sure, dude. And And I was just, yeah, and we were talking, yeah. I was like, yeah, that's true. And he looked over me and he goes, and he says, oh, damn, what do you got on your face? And I was like, I just want to see how long it'd take you to notice. And he was like, oh, no way. How long has that been there? And I was like, I don't know, like 25 minutes. He was like, really? And I was like, yep. Dude, if you don't have friends you could do dumb, boring shit like that with, you ain't shit, dude. Get yourself a Jimmy Akers, man. Get yourself a friend with a death pool. Honestly, dude. Do a death pool, bro. Hook your friends up with $140 when you die. When you die, hook your friends up with $140. That's so dope. You know why? Because then they could go out to a nice dinner. Fuck leaving people millions. Fuck leaving people 100,000, 50K. Give them a nice dinner. Bro, when I die, all my friends are getting $140. I got to put that in my will. I got to make a will. I got to make a will. I got to make a will. But I think I might have one. I'm not sure, dude. You know? My mommy called me, dude. So we got fucking Juan Fire. Dude, I brought my crew with me. I got Juan Fire here. I got Ivan Get Rid Of, and we got fucking, I'll tell you who we got here. Theo Von Fire. We got Von Fire. That's you, Nick. You're not Nick. Fuck that. People know you. People don't know who Juan Fire is. People don't know who Ivan Get Rid Of is, but they know who fucking Von Fire is. The straight up German dude. Hello, I am Von Fire. Would you like to guest host on this past weekend? Hello, my name is Von Fire. Would you like to guest host on this past weekend? Would you like to guest host on this past weekend? What? Wow, he was a really good man, yeah? We have the utmost respect for him. I was watching, speaking of like, I was watching, what do you call that movie, Gladiator with Russell Crowe. Dude, how much is Russell Crowe? By the way, man, when I was a kid, I watched Gladiator. Guess what I thought? Russell Crowe's going to be fat, dude. If you couldn't tell Russell Crowe was going to be a fat guy when he got 60, I'll tell you what, you're one of the dumbest people in the fucking world. That guy looks like he was holding it in at 35 more than me using that fucking Metamucil, that psyllium husk, bro. When I use that psyllium husk, I keep that shit in. One day later, you let those fucking airy farts out, bro. So anyway, oh yeah, I was watching Gladiator. That's one of those movies, by the way, you watch once. It's great, but that's it. Braveheart, once. These are the movies, once. Green Mile, once. These are the movies, dude. Forrest Gump, once. Once. These people are like, oh, it's so great. Love. Dude, I had a buddy in high school, high school. He would watch Braveheart all the time. I'm like, bro, how? He's like, it's my favorite movie. I'm like, yeah, but dude, how many times are you going to watch a guy get his nuts cut off and scream freedom? You fucking weirdo. Watch a comedy. Watch Swingers. Watch fucking Dodgeball. I don't give a shit. Watch, Big Daddy with Adam Sandler. Who? Anyway, yeah, so I saw this shit the other day. Let me get into this. I'm having fun, but let me get into this shit. Dude, I saw these ladies talking online. Got to check out the One Fire text. I told it to him. The Angelic Initiative. This is crazy. The Angelic... Dude, HP keyboards are like different. They're like fucking straight up. They have did you know that the letters are in different places? Yep, they are. And you're like, what? HP doesn't give a fuck, dude. You know who made HP computers? Some guys. They just some guys. Hey, we're making HP computers over here. Oh yeah, I got keys. Cool. Throw them on. Which way did they go? It don't matter. Put that shit on there. That's where you can put the G right there. Look, there's a space. Look, there's a R. Put the H and P together because that's our company. Dude, so I check these chicks online. By the way, if I ever have a daughter, I'm going to say, I had a chick. Hey guys, what'd you have? I had a chick. All right, so here we go. These are these two girls who are celebral. They're sitting in these white chairs, and they always have their arms up, and they talk like this.
And friends, if you kill this recording, we have so many backup.
First of all, girl, back up. Okay? You're eating the microphone.
Recorders going right now. If you kill this recording,
All this other girl says is, that is true. That's true. In weird ass, creepy, no, never hits a note. Like when people talk, it's melodic. It's da da da. Yeah, I'm talking. I'm this. I'm that. That's a fucking B sharp. This is an A flat. That's this. That's a regular C. She's like, that's true. Those aren't even notes, dude. This girl is a genius. How she finds music. All right, so there's two ladies. The microphones are taped on their fucking shirts, and they're sitting in deck chairs. And one girl, they always have their arms up, and they're just like reaching. You see on the video podcast, but if you're just listening to it, you won't. And they just talk about, I don't know, maybe. Here.
And friends, if you kill this recording, we have so many backup recorders going right now. If you kill this recording, like
that
you
is true, she says.
A couple others.
I mean, why would she be lying about that? We have so many backup recordings here. That is true. Okay. Hey, how abused have you been that you think she's lying about backup recordings?
Do you want to think about what it makes you look like? Because you're giving us the assignments to do this. We're channeling in. This is a bounce point. This is an echo point.
Whoa.
Doesn't it make you look like you don't want to follow advice from wiser minds above you?
She didn't say that's true to that. This is just an
echo point.
Her arms have never been below her head, by the way.
Hi, friends. In Planet Earth Dating, it's Saturday, February 16th.
My friends in Planet Earth Dating, it's Saturday.
2019.
Okay.
In both the Lynn Life and the Jimmy Body Mind, the authorized souls remain only child.
Bro, authorized souls? Okay. Keep weapons out of this girl's pantry.
Souls from the deeper...
I mean, dude, anybody saying authorized souls will murder you. Like, straight up. Think about that for real. Anybody using the words together, authorized souls. Like, this girl says, for sure she says manifesto. For sure she says, higher being. No doubt. For sure she says, well, let's just see what she says here.
Denser dimensions and
there we go, dimensions.
All other souls from all other dimensions, as long as the souls are already contributing more to completing the search for truth assignments than they are taking or using or borrowing in search for truth resources, since that's one of the foundational rules of the search for truth community, not rules that...
By the way, the other girl right now is saying, I don't know if that's true. Bro, what is this lady talking about? Who's filming this? Dude, this is like the liberal version of fucking the thought boyfriend that's like shooting the girl eating fucking pizza for her Instagram.
These presences have come up with, but rules that have been given to these presences, and these presences are charged with the responsibility of enforcing those rules and to do more to completing the assignments than we ourselves take, use, or borrow is a hallmark of the effort. Ask not what this project can do for us, but ask what together we can do to accomplish creating worlds that work in all dimensions and for all categories of sentient.
Dude, I mean, oh my God. Imagine having dinner with this lady. You'd be like, hey, I'm sorry. I have to shit all over the table. Another girl would be like, that's true. But how are we going to clean this up when our hands have to be up in the air? That's true. Some guy just comments under it, that's true. I mean, Somebody else wrote, can't get enough of episode 651. Like, dude, there's over 1,000 episodes. Who gets past? Are you guys looking at this or no? You doing your own shit?
Dance inside of those dimensions.
What? I mean, dude, who gets past?
Since that's what our soul contracts commit us to doing.
Since that's what our soul contracts commit us to do. Who gets past that?
That's true.
That's true. Dude.
And this topic of contributing is big in the search for truth effort right now.
These are real people.
We've been attempting to not being helpful
anyway. By the way, this video is 6 minutes.
That human society, humans have stolen the planet.
That's true.
Okay.
And therefore the solutions have to come from the humans also, because
That's
nobody
true.
else has any resources we're speaking of.
The other girl who just says, that's true, such a follower. It's a humans problem that the planet is fucked up, so it's the humans that are gonna have to, that's true, that fix it, that's true. This girl, if she was straight up like, kill somebody for me, she'd be like, that's true. Fucking, dude, she would stab you. You know what she would do? Pretend she's your friend, if this lady said, she'd pretend she's your friend, and then fucking stab you in the front and look at you in your eyes. And you'd be like, whoa. And she'd think, I have to do it in the front because it's respectful. And then you'd be like, you killed me. And she'd be like, that's true. Bro, you'd shit. You'd shit and die. How about that? By the way, I fucking was listening just to, prep a little bit for the podcast. This is what I heard fucking Theo say on his last podcast, which is crazy to me. I'm just going to play a little bit of it right here. Here we go. Oh man, no fucking internet, dude.
And dude, I'd never been to a NASCAR race.
Hey, what, dude? Your hair, though. You've never what? Hey, NASCAR is the thing where everybody from Louisiana goes and watches cars ride around in laps for 7,000 laps. You've done that because of your face. You'd never been to a NASCAR? The fuck? That's like me saying I've never stepped inside of an All Saints. What about your hair, though? Dude, that's that. When I listened to it, and it was the episode with fucking Von Fire, and I was all right. You know what? If he's gonna lie, dude, to his own people, I'm out. I stopped it and I fucking pulled over, and I sat for a little bit, and I just went like this, like how your mom, like if you cheat on your girl, how she looks. Wow. Well, I hope it was fun. If that girl was next to him when Theo said that, she'd be like, that's not true. Wow, dude. I mean, never been to a NASCAR. If you were a transformer, you would transform into one of those cars and it would say Tide on the front. Okay? It would say Castrol GT on your ass. Anyway, dude. I can't get enough of these ladies. The Angelic Initiative. I don't know. Every fucking Every episode. Oh, there's one where she's laying down. Earth's foot dragging.
Her feet have this
that's True
feeling,
Girl is talking.
Her swollen feet, her problem feet, have this feeling of just needing to swoosh the energy downward out
Swoosh
of
the
them.
energy.
And I wonder if we merge in better for all of us who these messages are about, and we swish all of us to our right places, if that
they
helpful.
couldn't sound more like they're fucking about to yawn the whole time. And if we're just trying to swoosh the energy, I'm sorry. Anyway, dude, should we take some of these things? Should we do these things? These the phone call messages, right? Mm-hmm. This is an HP, but I'll figure it out. This is an HP, but I'll figure out the soundboard of it all. These guys call in. I guess you know if you listen to the fucking thing. What is it? Are all three of these, or all six of these are things? Well, what's the first two? The first two are different ones?
Yeah, the first one is just we take calls from someone who is listening, and they tell them where they're listening from.
Oh, okay, cool. All right, cool. And then I just comment on it?
Mm-hmm.
Yo, what up, Theo? This is Aaron from Indianapolis.
First of all, it's Chris. Indianapolis, went there, did a show. Thank you. I'm assuming you probably didn't come because you're a Theo fan. Maybe you're not a Crystalia fan, but you should have came. I was just there, and you missed it. And I'm sure Theo will be there at some point, but it doesn't fucking matter anyway because this is this past weekend right now with guest host Crystalia, April Fools.
You asked about when do I listen to your podcast. Well,
Never
I
asked
listen
about
to it about every morning before work, but right now I'm listening to it on my way down to Georgia. I'm about to go meet up with my boys from Columbia, Mississippi, actually. I met these fools on the hike in the Appalachian Trail all the way from Georgia to Maine. 2,200 miles on foot, 6.5 months, living out of my backpack. Listening to your podcast makes me feel like I'm hanging out with them because I can't always be with them, obviously. I'm living in Indiana. They live down in Mississippi. But you just give me that same vibe that those Southern boys do. And it warms my heart, man, not to get all soft on you or anything. But, hey, man, I appreciate everything you're doing. You give me inspiration for everything in my life right now, staying clean, keeping off of them dark arts, you know what I'm saying? But, gang, brother.
Only wearing a shirt the whole time. Him. Only wearing a shirt. No pants, no underwear, just a shirt. Dude, that's first of all, you got sweet on me, dude. You got sweet on me at the end, so I couldn't fucking roast you, but dude, so here's the thing, man. You're keeping clean and sober, that's fucking legit. And I appreciate all fans, okay? Now, I'm not saying that you're my fan. Maybe you are. Maybe you listen to me. Maybe you don't. But you do listen to Theo. So he appreciates that, I know. And I do appreciate all fans. And that's awesome. And I appreciate even people who aren't fans. Because you're going through your own shit. And maybe you talk shit. You pop off on Twitter. And I had to clap back. And, maybe you stepped into a Denny's. I don't know. But my point is, with that message, actually more of my point is, Theo's asking who's listening and you replying, that message, before it got sweet, made me break the fourth wall to nobody. Okay? I just looked at nothing and went, ah! You're cute, though, bro. You really are cute from Indianapolis. Whoever the fuck, Indianapolis. What's the fucking thing Gronkowski said? Minneapolis. Oh, idiot. Hey, Gronkowski. CTE. Dude, Gronkowski's gonna be fucked. I know he's great, but dude, when he's like 50, someone's gonna be like, "You want mayonnaise on your sandwich?" And he's just gonna be like 40, and just die. That's how much CTE he's gonna have. Shout out to Indianapolis, you're killing it. That's very cool. Keeping it clean. I keep it clean too. I've never done drugs in my life, never done drinking, so we're a lot alike, except we don't drive down to Georgia. I don't do that. But you do that, and that's cool, and that's your life. Keep it together, and you're the man, dude. And put on some pants, because you absolutely left that message with only a fucking Bart Simpson shirt on.
Hey, Theo.
We asked about the fucking best, worst weekend. People describe why they had the best, worst weekend. Here we go.
This is your boy Nick in Bryan, Texas.
First of all, I said way too many names in the beginning of that. Hey, what up, Theo? This is your boy Nick in Bryan, Texas. So many names. Said 5 words. 3 of them were names. Hey, guy. Hey, Theo, what's up? It's Nick. I'm in Bryan, Texas. Philip, Steven, Stacy. So, Robert, we were just Vincent hanging, and
guess this is a
so dumb. Antonio, we ate some Vincent sushi, and by the way, I already doubled up on names. That's how dumb I am. Doubled up on names, said 6 names, said Vincent twice. Idiot.
the best weekend ever submission. I just want to share this because this is a magical moment.
All right. I'll be the judge of that, bro. Okay? Fucking Kreskin. All right, David Copperfield. David Copperfield. Remember when George Bush did the David Copperfield thing? That shit was gangster, dude. Let him die, you know? Why do you got to fucking... What is he, 98? No. He did a lame joke and touched my ass. Let him die. You know, he's just going to die. What do you want? What do you want to snap his neck? Dude, if you're 96, you just be like, okay. Yeah, you fucking touched my ass. You know George Bush is just like, all right, I'm in a wheelchair. I'm dead. I'm dead tomorrow, lady.
Last night, my son was born, man.
Oh, cute.
My first child. I know for a lot of people, like, it's your first child. Everybody feels like that. But, man, my wife sat through 36 grueling hours of hard labor.
Wow.
Until finally they decided that she'd be better off with a C-section because I don't think there's any shame in that.
Of course not.
But she was so beautiful, and she was a champion through everything. And then to watch her hold my son, our son, it's the most beautiful thing I've ever seen, and I'm more in love with her than I've ever been. Anyway, I don't want to go on too long, but yeah, man, you've never known how much you can love until you've looked into the eyes of your baby. Anyways, God bless you, Theo. Appreciate everything you do, and if you could, I don't know, I'd drop an email or something. I want to send pictures in to you just because.
Damn, that's
cute. I like you, man.
Wow.
All right, later.
I love this guy. What if at the end he went, psych, I don't have a kid. Fuck you. If you'd like to make a call, please hang up and try again. Nah, that's fucking sweet as shit, man. God damn, that's what everybody says, huh, when they have a kid. You don't know love until you see your kid. I want to be like, the dark part of me wants to be like, that's so egotistical and that's so self-centered because it's a version of you. But dude, that's beautiful, man. That's fucking cool to hear that guy's genuine voice say that shit, man. Wow. I know I'm not Theo, but fuck that. You know what? Actually, for this message, I am, because I'm going to pretend like that was for me. I needed to hear that, bro. And even though it's a little disappointing because it's not Theo, fucking, he'll hear it too, because he'll listen to this. But that was awesome. Congratulations on your first child. And that's really sweet. And we hope you're a good dad, man. We do. And also, it's crazy to think about one day. Like, that's so something, first of all, you can't go back on you can't go back on not having kids. You can't go back on having kids. You have a kid, you have kids, that's it. You made a fucking baby and that shit came out of your girl's vagina and you got to take care of that shit. And it's just crazy to think that one day, dude, I'm listening to you right now. One day I'll have a kid, or 2 or 3, but not more than that because I'm not Mormon. And I'll have a kid, and I'll think about this message. Probably won't think about it while the birth is happening because that'd be very weird. But I'll think about it later, and it's just crazy that Theo will never experience that because you have to first of all, get into a loving relationship with a woman, and Theo's so fucked up and would never be able to hold that down for long enough. Not to mention, he's actually sterile, which sucks. But I know for a fact he's sterile. But you have to get a girl to fall in love with you, and how are you going to do that? Because of just the whole face thing, right? So, and also and I hate to say this on your own podcast, but you're a goddamn liar, right? Because of the whole fucking NASCAR thing that you tried to, we're going to call it NASCAR Gate is what we're going to call it, because that's a goddamn lie. Right? So, because your hair's so long that some fucking wives are like, ooh, that's the train I want on my dress for my wedding day. When Theo goes to weddings, brides think he's trying to upstage them. That's how long the train on the back of his mullet is. So if you were real Theo, you would have 2 fucking workmen just holding the sides of your mullet like you're a goddamn bride. If I had a mullet, bro, that's what I'm going to do. I'm going to get a mullet for real, and I'm going to do that. I'm going to have guards just hold my hair when I walk to the Comedy Store. Just hold the shit out of it. Even if it's short, just have them hold it. Who gives a fuck? All right, cool. We got general voicemails here popping off right here. Anyway, congratulations, bro, on the firstborn. That's really great. And don't be like, oh, I know everybody thinks that. No, man. Take your moment, live in it. That's really good. You don't have to feel, it is special, dude. You're a special guy. You had a fucking special kid. Now it's time to do the work, man, and raise that motherfucker. Great.
Theo, what's happening, man? This is Ryan from Truckee. It's right there by Lake Tahoe.
Made up a place.
And, hey, man, I was listening to your podcast, and I just wanted to say that this month I just hit 4 years clean.
Nice.
No nothing in 4 years, man. I would have never thought I could have done it, but anyways, I guess my question was...
Never thought you could either, bro. But that's not because I think negatively of you. It's just because I didn't know you existed until now. So the fact that you're doing it, I do believe in you. And now that I know you're a person, I think you can keep going. You went 4 years, and every day's hard, I guess. I don't know, but I hear this. I have a lot of friends in the program and shit like that, and they get through
started
it.
dating this little ripper.
But it's hard.
And she's super bad, but the only thing is she's kind of like reminds me of myself back when I used to be going hard, you know what I mean? And so, when we hang out, she wants...
Dating a girl that is, she still parties, and you're clean. I get what you're saying. And let's see how the rest of this pans out.
And play pool and do shit like that. And that's all good and fun. But I was just saying if you had any experience with that, like if you just stop going out to bars or if you still do go to bars and it's just boring being around hella drunk people or something like that. So anyways, see if we could touch on that really quick. Gang, man. Have a good day. Bye.
So I know Theo very well, and I know that he doesn't go to bars, and because I know the reason why is because he's weird as fuck, dude. And if you want to go eat after a comedy store, I'll be like, let's go eat. Be a bunch of us going to eat. Fun people, me, Bobby Lee, whoever the fuck, we're all going to eat. Brian Callen and Theo will just be like, oh man, I gotta fucking pack some bags, and you'll be like, what? You're going to the airport early tomorrow? And he'll be like, nah. And you'll be like, huh? And then he'll just leave. And you'll be like, what fucking bags you have to pack? And he'll just be like, gang. And you're like, what? He's just weird as shit. One thing I know, Theo won't go somewhere. If you don't want Theo to go somewhere, just invite him to that place. That's the thing. He has to show up. Dude, we went to dinner recently, a bunch of us, me and Cheeto Santino, whatever his real name is, and a bunch of other comedians that you've never fucking heard of, but are amazing. I'm kidding, you know, but I just don't want to name drop. And so he came, and Theo came, and we were like, Theo's not going to show up, and he showed up. And one of us said, I can't remember who it was. I don't think it was me, but it was like, how much is he going to show up for 25 minutes and leave? And sure enough, that's what he did. He showed up, fucking 35 minutes in, ordered. Didn't wait for the food to come, and left 25 minutes later. Then the food got there. I ate it like a fat fuck. And I was like, why do you need to leave? And he was like, we forgot to do ads on our fucking podcast, man. Gotta go back and do ads. I'm like, just do the ads when you do the fucking podcast. Gang. Come on, dude. You didn't sit and eat. Fucking, we were all bullshitting. We don't get together for dinner that much. Dude, he was there for 25 minutes. I gotta go drive over to the west side, man. Do my ads for like Gray Block Pizza or some shit. Oh, it's on the way to the beach? What beach, asshole? How vague are your ads? Gray Block Pizza. You know, we got Gray Block Pizza. If you never had cheese and meat on some sort of dough before, if you never had cheese and meat all crammed together like it's in some Incubus concert, that's how Theo That's how Theo be like. You ever been to an Incubus concert? You see people all crammed together. That's what the meat and cheese are like together. Like the cheese is your lady, and you're the meat, and you're taking her to an Incubus concert, and you're just chilling on some dough. And they're just about to play "Wish You Were Here." And that's what you are. You never have put that in your mouth. That's an Incubus concert in your mouth. If you never did that, you got to go to Gray Block Pizza. I'm not gonna give you the address, but it's near the fucking beach somewhere. Huh? Such a bad ad. Such a bad ad. That's true. It's a bad ad. That's true. Dude, I don't mean to get all disrespectful on you, but that's a bad ad. Gray Block Pizza. It's in a gray building somewhere. It's next to a tan fucking nondescript building where they sell life insurance, I think, probably. People at Gray Block Pizza are like, oh, for fuck. This is everyone at Gray Block Pizza ad agency at the Gray Block Pizza when they hear Theo's ad for Gray Block Pizza. This is them. This is every time. For fuck's sake. And they go like this. Where is he? Hey, why do you have this? You're alone in a room talking for an hour and 10 minutes. Don't have a knife behind you. For fuck's sake. What was I saying about the fucking Gray Block Pizza? Yeah, so anyway. All right, so what else? We got another one? 4. Here we go.
Theo, this is Vince from Boulder. I just seen Crystalia. Dude, I gotta be honest with you. Fucker dresses pretty weird. I thought you were being, just a little fucking, hard on the guy if he had a lot of money. And he's fucking weird, dude. Everything he wears, he was like I don't know, he's like had some kind of like punk rocker thing from the 80s or 90s.
Yeah.
Early 90s. Anyway.
That's right.
Seen it. Not super impressed. When you come into Boulder, man, let us know.
Bro, let me tell you something. Fucking guy who goes to a Crystalia show and thinks about what he wears and then leaves a message on a guy's phone that he doesn't know about it. I'm not the weirdo. Go get yourself. You know what, dude? Hey, you know what? Guy whose money I now have? Go to the beach and get some fucking Gray Block Pizza. Find it. Also, dude, you were at that Boulder show? Oh, dude. This guy's from Boulder, right? 4? Was this 4?
Theo, this is Vince from Boulder. I just seen.
Oh, dude. Oh, I'm so glad you brought this up, dude. You're in Boulder. Dude, let me tell you something. Boulder audiences are the fucking worst. You're the worst, dude. Not in the party way. San Diego is the worst in the fucking woo, yeah, ow, arr. Boulder? Get out of your own fucking ass, Boulder. You were offended at everything. This guy's offended with me dressing like a fucking... By the way, look how I dress, bro. Black on black, dude. I'm dressed like Jason Statham when he's not shooting. I'm dressed like Jason Statham in between scenes on fucking Calvin and Hobbes or whatever the fucking movie is. Hobbs and Shaw. I'm in between the Rock days, baby. I'm dressed like Statham, dude. Dude, those crowds at Boulder were some to write about. They were fucking... I hated those shows, dude. Did too, sold out. Did too, sold out. You were part of it. Wow, that's so funny. You were in those audiences. Those were the worst. They made them close to... Oh, God. That's so weird that you're from that show and those were the ones that I disliked maybe the most. Wow, that's odd as fuck. What do you say he wasn't impressed? Bro, let me tell you something. You were impressed. I have on fucking Nike Airspan 2s, and they're desert storm shoes, bro. What was I even wearing? By the way, I literally had on jeans and a fucking t-shirt, you weird guy. Okay, so anyway, shout out to you though. 5, here we go.
Hey Theo, this is Blake from Texas. Yo man, I'm calling about a comment you made on a podcast a while ago about how, you know, you get a scent in your nose and it'll take you back to a time in your life. I kind of had that on
Bro, that's just what I was talking about when I sat here and fucking smelled Theo. How weird is that? How beautiful is that? Have we come full circle? You know? How beautiful is that we come full circle?
a business trip recently. I'm up here in Winnipeg, Canada right now.
Been there. Love Winnipeg, Canada audiences, by the way. They fucking rip. Every time I go to Winnipeg, it's February and freezing. Move, but you rip.
On the plane ride over, they sat me next to this real old Filipino lady. I'm not lying, dude.
Okay, well, judging by where this message is going and with your accent, this could end up being racist. So I sat next to who are you, King of the Hill? So I sat next to a Filipino lady on a plane, and I didn't really know what was happening, but I had this scent in my nose from when I was a kid, and another Filipino lady, and she smelled like that one. Do they all smell the same?
This old lady smelled exactly like the inside of my mom's purse.
Okay, racist. That's gangster to have a nose like that, though. That's like an X-Man that just like his power short-circuited, where they're like, I'm doing nothing to help mankind, but you smell like the inside of my mom's purse. I know we need to catch the villains, but you smell like the inside of my mom's purse, and that does nothing for our mission, but we still need to get Magneto. Yes, I understand, but I can't get you. You smell like a purse.
You know, so it really brought me back. My mom's been dead for about 12 years.
And sad.
And this old lady,
Why is that? What? By the way, what does that have anything to do with it? Oh, because this is mom's purse.
I'm sniffing on her, and she don't.
And creepy. I'm sniffing on this lady next to me on the plane, and
I don't even know all the emotions she's bringing out of me.
Wow.
You know, so it made me feel good, you know, and it made me think of my mom, and it made me think of you.
Well, that's sweet. That's weird that made it think. Yeah. I got a question for you.
I just thought I'd call up and let you know, man. So
I have a question.
Love you, bro. Love you, the show.
It's cool.
Gang, gang.
I have a question for you. What are you doing smelling the inside of your mom's purse? Mom? Yeah? Are you going anywhere soon? No? Okay. Smells like a Filipino lady. Smells like a Filipino lady in the future. In an airplane in the future. What if he just fucking straight up turned to the Filipino lady and said, "You smell like the inside of my dead mom's purse." The lady would be like, "That's nice. Boom! Can you please remove him?" What? What did I do? Sir, you're going to jail for weirdness. Hey, man, what are you in here for? I told an old Filipino lady she smelled like the inside of my dead mom. Never mind. I fuck boys. Okay, well, you win. No, you do. Turn around. Oh, boy. This feels like the inside of my mom's purse. And then they just realize that the guy's crazy and just can't stop talking about the guy's mom's purse. Your dick in my ass feels like the inside of my mom's purse in my ass. Are you Filipino? We got the wrong guy. Here's another one.
Hey, what up, Theo? It's your boy Larry from Albuquerque, New Mexico.
What's this ya boy shit, you know? Nobody's ever met anybody. What's up? It's your boy. I didn't know you existed 1 second ago. What if he was like, by the way, I smelled the inside of that lady's purse, didn't smell anything like that. I smelled that Filipino, didn't smell anything like that guy's dead mom's inside of that guy's dead mom's purse. Dude, I fucked up that sentence, but you know how all of it. Yeah.
And we're a couple weeks into the new year, and I have a dilemma with my girl. Every time we have sex, she's always trying to stick her tongue up in my butt crack.
Hey, man. Kay. What do you mean, always trying to? How do you constantly keep getting almost in that position if you don't want it? Hey, dude, if I don't like Western Bagel, I don't go near Western Bagel. If fuck those bagels, fuck those bagels. How about you stop grabbing your ankles in bed? Hey, buddy, stop putting your nose near your cock.
I don't like it, but I can't.
Yeah. Hey, I got something for you. Yeah, you do. This guy. Imagine this guy just fucking sitting here. Just like this. Just like this. Hey, know what I can't stand? Know what I hate? When people eat my asshole in podcast rooms. That's what I fucking can't stand. You know what I mean? That fucking bothers me, right? I can't stand when I'm in a fucking 8x4 room with fucking boots and belts in it and a painting of Chris Farley and guys eat my asshole. That's what I can't stand. We gotta cut that out, don't we? Bro, you like it, man, and that's okay.
I have an idea that she probably does. Do you have
this guy's blaming her.
Any type of, I don't know, anything for me as far as I can do with that?
Oh, I do.
I don't appreciate anything, man.
Oh, I do. Oh, gang. Oh, I do, dude. I've got an idea for you. Go to a construction site, turn around and back up. You'll get what you want. You'll get what you want. Go to the closest firehouse, knock on the door, turn around, and when you hear back up. I mean, man, it's okay, dude. I don't know how I keep getting in this position, but oh, man. Whatever, dude. I gotta go. You know? I don't know what the fuck is wrong with you guys. I love you. But April Fools. We're all fucked, aren't we, man? I'm so fucked.
Out with some shine.
What's that? Yeah, we go out with some shine, dude. I'm so fucked. And that's okay. We're all fucked together, aren't we? Because just remember, diddly waddly yolo. Just remember, diddly waddly yodly yodly yodlo.
I'm just sitting on your front porch, wondering how could I be so far from my home. And my mind is somewhere else, but when I find it, I'll patch up where it's been blown. Now I'm just floating on the breeze, and I feel I'm falling like these leaves. I must be cornerstone. Oh, but when I reach that ground, I'll share this peace of mind I found. I can feel it in my bones, but it's gonna take a little time for me to set that parking brake and let myself unwind.